Another blessed and grateful day. I'm telling you, this month is going to fly by, and before you know it, November is wrapped up, December is done, and we are officially into 2026. So I've noticed throughout the years, again, you'll notice some clues when you be in this industry for 5 to 10 years. Here's one of them, okay? When it comes to the fourth quarter, especially right around November, really getting close to Christmas, a lot of individuals you'll notice really start to let off the gas as we get close to the holidays. Again, I treat this month as if there's only 20 days because as soon as that 20th day hits, the rest of the month, you already know people are starting to spend time with their family, they're hanging out, they've got the dinners, they've got the movies, they're relaxing. And the same thing happens in December. Right towards the end of the month, people start traveling. Everybody's got to spend all their money on Christmas presents. No more money left. So I say that to say, don't wait until January 1st to go ahead and make a decision. Like, you know what? I'm ready to change. I'm ready to finally go ahead and really take action. Let's make that decision now. Because every year, the one percenters, they're really going and doing the extra mile this last 60 days, the last 90 days. So by the time the new year comes in, they're not just starting a cold car that's been sitting there for months. No. This thing's already running and ready to hit the corner. So that's number one. If you've really made a decision to lock in for the end of the year, drop a 3 down below. Let me see. Who's ready to be consistent for the next 60 days, regardless of the parties, the going out, everybody else relaxing? This is number one. It takes making a decision to really go ahead and be all in. Mentor told me a long time ago, if you want to be balling, you've got to be all in. Okay? Next, here's my next question for you. Have you guys utilized tying stories? I love to see it. Cedric, Dreamers, there we go. Have you thought about being able to tie stories in consistently to whatever it is that we're doing? The topic for today is facts tell, stories sell. Okay? So check this out. We can talk about all of the products, all of the amazing parts of the company all day long, but the fact is that doesn't really trigger somebody emotionally to buy. You know, there's a story. I'll give you guys a perfect example, okay? There's a guy, he's going out to buy a car, and he goes out to the car dealership, and the car salesman comes over, and he opens the door, and he's showing him all these features of the car. He says, you know, check this out. Inside, we've got heated seats. We've got a massager in the back. You've got your full-on LED screen that goes across. You've got your lights that are lighting up the side panels all throughout the doors. And at the end of the day, he ends up going home. He doesn't end up buying the car, okay? Well, a couple days later, he's like, you know what? I still want to go check out a couple more. And he goes back to the dealership, and one of the guys pulls him aside, and he pulls him over to a car. He said, you know what? He said, when you get this car, I don't want you to tint the windows. He said, why is that? He said, because when you tint the windows and you're coming up to a stoplight with a red Ferrari, and you've got these people shouting out to you, hey, what do you do? How do I do what you do? You're going to want to give them their info so you can go ahead and do more business. So he said, you know what? Within a couple of minutes, I ended up signing the paperwork, bought the car, and I got the frick out of there. He said, but at the end of the day, it wasn't the guy that told me all about the amazing attributes of the car. It was the guy that painted a vision that allowed me to see what it's like actually stepping into that story. So think about it with your daily business. How are we able to go ahead and inject and tie in stories to everything that we're doing? Because the same is going to go for the business, right? We can talk about all of the amazing products of Legal Shield. Hey, we have legal assistance. Hey, we have identity protection. Well, here's the fact. That alone is not going to trigger somebody to buy. But your story is going to allow someone to see how they can use it. Like for myself, I never thought I would really need identity protection until my father got hacked 3/4 of his savings account. And it woke me up. Made me realize I don't care who you are, how smart you are, everybody's susceptible to be able to get hacked. So to me, it became not a matter of if somebody's going to get hacked. It became a matter of when. And that's why every time I do a three-way call, every time I'm talking to somebody about the business, I have a story. I'm not here to just talk about the facts. I want them to hear the stories, which leads in to my last point for today. And here it is. Here it is. So I had a call with Mr. Crothers the other day, and he gave me a suggestion. So if you guys go on my Facebook and you check out within the last few videos, it's not too long ago, but I actually did an interview. I did a one-on-one with Mr. Brian Crothers himself, asked some phenomenal questions, and now my audience can actually see not just my story, but they can also hear it from the GOATs. And here's the interesting part about this industry, okay? You see, people might see you doing something and okay, that's kind of interesting. But when they see a whole handful, a whole community of others all excited, fired up, and they have their own testimonies and stories, now you're going to really pique individuals' attention. So this is my homework. Here's my project for all of you on the call today, okay? Go out and find 3 people inside of the organization. And if you like, go download StreamYard. I'm sure it's free. But now you're going to be able to do a Facebook Live where you can actually tandem with each other and go back and forth and share your stories and let your audience see how you've been able to use the products, the shift in the decision of why you made a change to actually get involved with Legal Exchange. What is the vision? What do you see moving forward? That's it. That's all your story is. Where you were, what was the shift to actually make you make that decision to change? And number 3 is the vision. Where do you see yourself going and taking this thing long term? I see us taking this app to a top 10 app in the App Store in the next 3 to 5 years, because lawyers, they're not going anywhere, and AI is only getting more advanced. Again, stories, being able to paint a vision for somebody so they can see this is way bigger than just them. So that's my homework for everybody today. Go ahead and get StreamYard. Find somebody that you can go ahead and do a live with. Even if you like to myself, let me know. We'll schedule, we'll set that up. But I can tell you right now, your audience is going to want to see other people's stories. So hope you guys got a little piece. If you're ready to implement, drop some twos down below. Knowledge is one thing, but I can tell you the biggest gap between most people is the gap between knowing and the gap between doing. Those that take action and squeeze the gap. That's where the magic is. So I love you, fam. Anything you need, I've got your back. Let's go out and do some interviews. Let's tell some stories. Let's go out and share the value of what it is that we have. And as always, remember, we can be, do, and have anything. We can hold it in our mind. We can hold it right here in our hand. It's game time. Wednesday. Let's get to work and finish the month with a bang. November.